Our next fighter making his way to the cage, Ronald El Alcalde Minera.
32-year-old Ron Minera making his way to the U of MMA cage right now. He stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall, a lefty southpaw in this fight at 175-pound catch weight. You know, Ron looked really cut at the weigh-ins. Looked like his body was really together, ready to go. He's from Van Nuys, California, and his background is a black belt in Kempo karate.
A lot of karate tonight, huh?
Absolutely, but I gotta love it. Now, what do you look out for when you know someone has a Kenpo background?
When someone has a Kempo background, there's certain spinning stuff you work for. The same type of stuff you worry about, the straight line type of stuff. You know, you want to take angles on a guy with karate. You want to pressure him off to the left, off to the right. If he's a righty, you pressure him off to your right, towards his blind spot. That's usually how I try to go with them. And you just got to be careful of your distances, because the distances are a little longer with karate rather than a regular striker, that you want to stay a little further,
and his
a little
opponent
closer.
making his way to the cage, Roman the Gladiator Todorovich.
And his opponent in the red corner from Elite Training Center here in Southern California, 24-year-old Roman Todorovich. The fighter with a 3-win, 1-loss record stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. That one loss coming more than 2 years ago, currently on a 3-fight win streak, most recently against well-decorated Eddie Bravo Jiu-Jitsu brown belt Eric Cruz. And that's no slouch in the Jiu-Jitsu department.
No, Eric Cruz is really good in Jiu-Jitsu, but we saw in that fight that Roman punches very, very hard and has really, really good wrestling. Not just really good wrestling, really good top base. So I think we're going to see probably some takedown here. If I was Minera, I would cut those angles, keep that distance, worry about the cage being behind me, and feel the cage behind you, get away from it, and keep that distance, try to work your strikes, because Todorovich has really good takedowns and very good ground. As we can see, he's taken first place and third place in all different places in all these different local jiu-jitsu and grappling tournaments, which is, I saw him warming up. It's clearly, he did a lot of striking, but it looked like clearly his thing is taken to the ground, and why not when you're very good at it?
So this could very well be that classic old school striker-grappler matchup that we're so used to hearing about from the silver years of the UFC.
The silver years?
Yeah, from 2001 to like 2006.
Okay, yeah, the silver, yep, the silver era. And yeah, this is definitely one of those matchups. It could be a bit of a it becomes more of a mismatch when you start standing and you get taken down to a spot where you can't go anywhere. It becomes a little fish out of water. We'll see what Minera has on the ground, but that happens a lot. We saw that last fight when karate black belt took another karate black belt who clearly had better ground skills and exposed them immediately.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next fight is brought to you by OTM Fight Shops. Visit otmfightshops.com. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at the catch weight of 175 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Kenpo Shotokan fighter. He comes to the cage with a record of no wins and 1 loss. He stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 175.6 pounds. From Van Nuys, California, Ronald El Alcalde Minera. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist. He comes to the cage with a record of 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 win coming by way of submission. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 173.8 pounds. Fighting with Elite Training Center from Torrance, California, Roman the Gladiator Todorovich. Man in charge of the action, Michael Bell.
This fight at a 175-pound catch weight between Ron Minera in the blue corner, Roman Todorovich in the red corner. It starts here. Fighters touch gloves early. Minera, hands a little bit lower, but throwing big punches. A nice flurry from Minera early. Todorovich goes for the clinch. They roll around. Todorovich landing in the half guard of Ron Minera.
Almost gonna mount him and possibly go for an armbar already is what my psychic in me tells me.
Yeah, this was the exact place we were talking about that Minera probably didn't want to end up.
Yeah, and I think Todorovich wanted to strike. I think that was actually his intention, but you get punched in the face 4 or 5 times, you say, all right, let's just go back to wrestling. No big deal.
Oh yeah, those punches of Minera were no joke. And look at him working to get back to his feet, but Todorovich really all over him right now. Tight, close grappling.
Yeah, Todorovich has to put another hook in because right here he lost his position and lost it again.
Big swinging punches from both these guys. Look at them let loose. Minera with the right, another right. Todorovich going for the clinch and back down to the mat.
Yeah, looks great. Not afraid to throw on his feet as Minera, and I really, really like that.
Todorovich here working to...
He just has to be careful, but he's going to give up his back again if he... And I think Todorovich is looking for that. He could possibly roll him under and take his back.
Todorovich controlling the left arm of Minera now.
So you guys at home, when a guy controls your head like this, when you have him in side control, you could put a hook in like he's doing and sit under and roll underneath and get yourself a back control, or take these shots, which we may see him turn over and give up his back.
Big ground and pound from Todorovich right now, but Minera really trying to stop it, but that's a big armbar. Minera narrowly escapes. Todorovich beautifully puts it back in with a fine finish here in our first round.
There it is. Moving his record to 4-1.
Roman giving a little hello to us here at the booth.
And I gave him a what up.
A fantastic way. You saw how he almost lost that armbar. Beautiful way to secure it on that second attempt there. And I think that left arm of Minera might be in real damage. We can see here, look at the setup. Talk us through this.
Well, right here, we saw this earlier. When the arm gets extended, it's a great time to transition. When you have a guy mounted and the guy pushes up and away and turns off to the side, he leaves his arm hanging. All you gotta do is step over the face, knees together, feet together, hips up, grab the hand, and get yourself a submission.
Here we go.
I think Todorovich realized he gave up position earlier in the fight and said he can't be wasteful of positions.
You see it like we saw earlier. Minera rolls a little bit to his side, and as soon as that arm goes up, a guy like Todorovich is ready to grab that thing. And the way he almost got the head out, and then Todorovich secured it with almost putting like a sort of a triangle on that arm a little bit.
Yeah, you see a lot that exact arm bar in like my Sambo instructor teaches me an arm bar where we put the foot in the same type of position. It gives you a little more control. If you do lose the arm, having your feet in that position, you could choke the guy a little bit. You probably won't get a submission, but it keeps the guy secure. It's a way of holding him, and it shows how versatile he is on the ground and how experienced he is on his grappling.
We said this would be striker versus grappler. That's exactly what it was. Every time on the feet, Minera was finding purchase for those hands, landing big old strikes, but in the end, it was the grappling of Todorovich and the experience there that made the big difference. For the official decision, let's go to the cage now with Salvador Arellano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the third man in the ring, Michael Bell, brings a fight to a halt 1 minute, 47 seconds into the first round. Your winner by tap out, judo, and armbar, out of the red corner, Roman the Gladiator Todorovich.
Roman, always exciting to have you here at the U. How you feeling?
Feel awesome, awesome. He hit me hard at first, surprised me, stunned me, but he's a tough hitter. I'm glad I kept my composure, took him down, and we do what we do. Got the armbar. I said we do what we do.
That was pretty exciting. Now, this was a last-minute opponent switch for you. Did that affect you coming into the cage tonight at all?
You always have the same game plan coming in. It does mess with you mentally a little bit. Can't really focus on fighting. Kind of throws you off. You want to start eating again, start drinking, but I stayed composed through the whole camp. It was good, had a good camp, and hopefully we can get that rematch for the title in December.
Whoa. Okay, Okay, so what are you going to eat and drink tonight now that you don't have to diet anymore?
Definitely some rockin' fish, some fried food. Fried fish, fried food, beer.
Are you having an after party there?
Yes, we are. Come down to Rockin' Fish after this, guys. Get some drinks, some appetizers, everything you want. Come down and have fun. I want to thank all my coaches, every one of you guys. I love you guys from Elite Training Center in Redondo Beach. The best gym I know. I love everyone down there. All my training partners for putting in work during the camp. You guys are the ones that do it for me. I show up and you guys put me through the works. That's what makes me win these fights. So I love everything about my training partners. All the sponsors, Mentum, Rockin' Fish, Sharps, Treatment, Torrance Family Urgent Care. All those guys, thank you guys for supporting OTM. Everyone, they take care of us. It's awesome.
They do a good job. Give it up for your winner, the Gladiator, Ronald Todorovich.
Your winner by armbar in round number 1, Ronald Todorovich.